Okay, so I've got everything cleaned up. I really just need to get this bolt out and go ahead and rethread this one here. I think I can get through this now. This one here is the one that's being stubborn, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this one out and then get back to this one. Didn't exactly go as planned. Tighten this up here. A bit of oil on the bit. Try it again. I think I'm going to be okay with that. I just don't want to get this aluminum everywhere. Let's do this. Okay, quick clean there. Okay, so I'm going to move this drill out of the way. I think, you know what? I think that's going to be enough. If not, I will just grind the bolt off a little bit or something. I think that's going to be fine though. So all I need really is one of these sleeves. Depth-wise, so I think these are about a ½ inch. And that's about, actually a little bit more than that, so this should work good. Just leave that out. So let's see if we can go ahead and tap this. Actually, I see some more. Okay, so I'm just going to run a tap now. Basically just want to keep it nice and level and slowly turn until it bites, and it's going to find its own way. Should. Nice and slow at first here. I'm pressing down and I'm trying to keep it perpendicular to the surface, just as level as I can. And so once you're started, if everything's nice and level, then it pretty much just runs itself in. If you look down in these grooves, that's where all the garbage, the scrap shavings are going to. It's kind of a gutter. So if it fills up, you'll want to back this off, go ahead and clean it out. Okay, I think that's it. So slowly back it out. Take this off. Okay, so you can see the shavings in there. And that looks pretty good. It's a little off center, but I put the housing on and it looks like it's going to go through there no problem. Now to get this pain in the butt out will be another story. Alright, so what I have to do now is use this little tool here. It has a slot on the end of it. And it goes through your coil and it hooks on right there. So now you can turn this around. Let's get the shavings out. Okay, so now to put the threads in, you can see it has a little piece sticking out at the bottom, and you use this tool to hook onto it. That way you can turn. And let's see if it works. Okay. Somehow gotten stuck in there a little bit. Alright, so there's the new thread. The trick, I think, is to get the end of it broken off down in there. It says here use a lug breaking tool, break off tag on insert. Okay. Let's just see. So that looks pretty good. A nice new set of threads in there. I'm going to break off the tab. And that'll be fine. We can test that out right now. So it should be this thread size here. Voila. One down, one to go. Alright, so the M8 thread coil actually screws right into the M10. So as long as I stay fairly close, and just for the fun of it, I want to see if the M10 fits into the M12. No. So I can't go any bigger than this right here, which is 10.5. Whoops. 10.5 millimeters. I'm going to do to fill this, rather than trying some mystery metal or TIG weld or whatever, I'm going to use JB Weld epoxy. And I'm going to put a split washer down inside the hole and wedge it in there. And the reason I'm going to do this is so that the epoxy, when I put it in, is going to kind of go through and wrap around, and it's going to anchor the epoxy inside of the hole. So then when I put my threads on top, the epoxy will go around the threads. It'll hold the helicoil in, and then the washer will hold the epoxy inside the hole. That's the theory anyway. So I'm just going to wedge the washer, which I've already dropped down in there. Okay. Okay, so to fill this hole, I'm going to use some JB Weld. JB Quick Weld. And what we're going to want is equal parts mix it together. I'm just going to use a nail to mix all of this together. Okay, while it's still wet, I'm going to try to just drip it down in there so that it fills some big holes and little holes. Right on top of that washer. Stick this one around the sides. Okay, it's filling up. Now, all I want to do is set this down into it gently. I don't want it to come through the middle, but just a little bit. Okay, this stuff's starting to harden. Kind of hurry up a little bit. So hopefully we can move on now and start putting this engine back together.